And welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. Right now we have a special guest, Barbara Corcoran, Homes.com real estate expert, television personality on Shark Tank, and founder of the Corcoran Group. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, Rick. Nice to see you.
Oh, you're great to have you on. Hey, listen, Barbara, there's lots to consider when you're buying a house. And what are some questions that potential home buyers should be asking themselves?
There are questions that are important, and more important than that, there are actions that are important. The number one action you want to do is because 80% of all the homes in America are sold by middlemen, real estate agents. You want to make sure you're working with the best agent. Most homeowners, home buyers don't know that 80% of all homes in America are sold by only 10% of the agents that are in the field every day of their life. So you want to make sure that you get the best agent who knows your particular marketplace, your particular price range, whether you're on the buy side or the sell side, because you really want the smartest guy representing you. The easiest way to do that, go on Homes.com, search by that criteria what you want. They will spit out for you immediately the top agents in that area, and that's really who you should be putting your faith in. So that's one. Number two, everybody has a cell phone. When you start tracking around and looking at neighborhoods, it used to be that you always go online and you start going by the parameters of the price range. Another way people are doing it today, because of the advent of all these phone apps, is you could just cruise around the whole town, pick out the best streets you like, click your location on that Homes.com new app, and you know what happens? You see every house for sale. You could drive by and go, like it, don't like it, like it, don't like it, and you could also check out exactly on that spot what they sold for. So the action of getting information, which you can never before get so readily, is you'd be crazy not to do it, because it makes you, frankly, as smart as a seasoned real estate broker, and sometimes more on top of the minute on what's going on right there. But the number one question, because I didn't mean to avoid your word question, so forgive me if I'm long-winded, but I'll get to that now.
That's okay.
All right, I won't give you a word in. That's what my husband says at home. You never shut up. He's right. Okay, but the number one question you want to either ask the homeowner or the real estate agent is, so where are they moving? Oh, they're moving, blah, blah. Oh, have they found anything yet? Yeah, they found a new condominium. Valuable information, because what that homeowner will accept has more to do with urgency than what the home is worth. And so it guides you as to how low you should put in that bid. And you want to know, you will find out information that you're shocked people are even giving you. Like, oh, yeah, they're closing, and well, oh, when are they going to move in? Oh, by the end of May, they want to get their kids in school. Oh, great. You know, just keep it chatting and get that information. That's a great way to start the negotiation. Be a little smarter than the next home buyer out there.
You're not kidding. What a great idea. Yeah. I mean, great ideas,
it's so simple.
I should say.
Yes. May I throw in one more on the subject of talking too much? Because I don't want to not, if you don't ask me, I want to get it in.
Go right ahead, please.
Thank you. In fact, just go out for lunch. I'll just keep talking at your screen, okay? But the one mistake that so many home buyers do today is they go back to see the house a second time, sometimes a third time. They tend to do it at the same time of day when they have time, which is usually when nobody's home in the neighborhood. The best time to go back for a second look is go back on a Friday or a Saturday night late. You're going to find out all your evening problems in the neighborhood, and hopefully you're going to discover the one that's right next door, which is going to make you not even bother to buy that house, because nothing makes you more miserable than a miserable neighbor. You can also,
you're right, and I wonder how many people
no
think
one
of
does
that
it.
when they're out.
No one does it, and they also don't go at the second best time, which is during rush hour when the kids and the parents are leaving for work. You're going to see who lives next door. And it's even a positive thing sometimes. You get a little kid, if you have a lone child who's 5 years old, the last thing you want to do is move into a neighborhood that's got no kids that are 5. Go there when the kids are going to school. Do a body count. Maybe 3 blocks over is the right block to buy them, because your kids are going to have playmates. And then last, go when the parents drop off and pick up from school. You'll see the whole community of moms there. And you could actually say, you know, I could fit in here. These people really seem loving. They seem nice. They seem obnoxious. They seem pretentious. You can get a read on the neighborhood, which is probably the only thing you can't get online. Other than that, you could get it all online so easily at Homes.com. But you got to spend the time just doing the people checkup, because that has a lot to do with how happy you're going to be.
Of course. That makes so much sense.
Thank you, Rick.
It really does. That is a wonderful.
You're a smart guy agreeing with me.
Now listen, I don't want to leave out sellers. So let me ask you, when is the right time to sell, and how can homeowners make their home more marketable?
Well, the right time to sell is easy when it's good for you, whatever fits your lifestyle. I just am not a believer of sharpshooting the market and triggering your sale based on the market's going up 2% or it might go down 4%. I think it's nonsense thinking and doesn't lead to happiness, which is the whole reason for buying a home, is to be happy, is it not? So what you really want to do if you're selling your home is simply try to capitalize on getting the most cash out of it, get the best price. And the easiest way to do that is to make sure you've got tons of photos online, because buyers today shop by their eyes online. And you want to make sure you stage those photos. And which are the prominent rooms that you want to spend time decluttering, putting a fresh coat of paint, putting in a cheap ficus tree that adds life to the room, taking down the heavy curtains and letting the light shine in. The rooms that are most important that every buyer makes their judgment on is the entrance to the house. I hate it, I love it. The foyer when they walk in, banging into furniture or the hockey sticks, forget it, get it clean, clean everything out of your foyer. The living room and the kitchen, that's it. You could have filthy bedrooms, they'll think you're a slob, they'll talk about you behind your back, but guess what, they'll buy the house anyway if your main rooms are appealing and if they look that way online. So you can't skip that step. You know what it's like? It's like sending your daughter to a beauty contest and say, "I'll wear any old dress. Don't fix your hair." And don't worry about the fact you look a mess. Just go in there and do your best, honey. You know what? You got to do your best by putting in the work. And you are paid so well. It makes a difference between selling and not selling. Never mind even getting more money. You don't even get there. You don't even get an offer.
Sure, sure. Now, Homes.com recently came out with its local market index. And
Yes.
I'm curious as to what you can tell us about Buffalo and the Western New York area.
Okay, you go to Homes.com, you're going to get the best report card on Buffalo, New York. First of all, you've already recovered any loss as a result of the real estate bubble. You're already at 110% of what your value was before the bubble burst, which means you've superseded the highest price when the bubble burst. Do you know how few towns can say that in America, too? And Buffalo is one of them. And I wouldn't even mention your competitor because who cares about them? But what is great about Homes.com is you could actually watch that barometer go up or go down, which ain't going to happen in your town, all right? And you could see really how steamed up your market is and how much room there is for growth. So don't worry about little old Buffalo. You didn't go down very much. You came up and recovered that amount already, and there's really nothing on the horizon there that's going to hurt your real estate market. So if you have no timetable, like, yeah, I've been wanting to move for years, but should I move now? Yes, because you're only going to pay more for that house in Buffalo a year from now than you're paying right now. Get up and go.
Well, thank you for the boost there. We're going to make sure you get a Buffalo Bills sweatshirt.
Oh, send me one of those Buffalo Bills. I'd rather have one of those guys any old day of the week.
Now,
put them in a box.
One more thing. What is the rebound report?
The rebound report is exactly that. Think of the real estate market falling into a foxhole. All right, most every town in America, in fact, there were no exceptions, every town in America lost value when the real estate bubble burst. So what that rebound report tells you is how much you've come out of the foxhole. So they measure where you were at your best moment, at your height of real estate value, to where you are now. And Buffalo has already gone beyond their best moment. And so, you know, you should just be reading the Homes.com rebound report just to feel good every day if you own a house, just because you don't really need it now because you've already rebound. But it's going to make you feel happy. You're going to go to bed at night, put your head on your pillow and say, I love my home, I love my home, I love my home.
Well, and everybody loves to do that, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Better than what we've been doing in the past, like, oh, my God, why did I buy it? Oh, my God, what's happening, you know?
Sure, sure. Listen, Barbara, where can we go for some more info? Where can we tell the folks at home
Listen,
to go?
you just go to Homes.com. You have the mortgage calculator there. You have a rent versus buy comparison, which is very useful. If you're a first-time buyer and you don't know if you should rent or buy, click that same house. They'll tell you what it rents for, what it sells for, and you make your decision based on that. You could find the best agents, because they list the best agents based on what category of property they cover well. Not everything, because everyone has a specialty. You can find pretty much what you need to get a good firm start and be smart. That's it.
Well, you know what, Barbara? Thank you so much for joining us here today on the Kiosk Presents.
Rick.
I mean, boy, we fit a lot in a short period of time. But I know there's a lot of folks at home right now saying, all right, thank you, Barbara.
Hey, listen, Rick, thank you for listening. You're a good listener and good questions, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much, Barbara. Well, listen, you enjoy the rest of the day and good hunting out there.
Send me that Buffalo Bill. You remember your promise.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.